Hello everyone, my name is Allison Walker and I am an aspiring art education major at Kansas State University. And today we're going to be learning how to use a super helpful app for any art classroom called the DOMO Project. So we're going to look through that and I'm going to teach you guys how to use it and how it can be helpful in your classroom. Alright you guys, so as you can see, this is the homepage for the DOMO Art Project application. This app is pretty much just a virtual tour through the DOMO Art Museum, and so you can look at all of the different works that they have documented there, and it's just, like I said, a virtual tour. And so as you can see, they have all of these different categories if you want to be more specific, but right now we are just going to go into the abstract category. Now, as you can see, they have all of their documented abstract works down here that you can kind of scroll through. And you can also see a layout of the floor plans. You can go to the second floor and the third floor and see where they actually are in the museum. So if you're ever there, you can check them out or know generally where they are. And so we're going to click on this guy. So you can see it has the title and where it's from, all that stuff already. But you can also look through a lot of other really useful information. So they have just the artwork info where you can look, you have just all of the information about the art, who they think made it. You can look at culturally, where it was from, period and style, all that sort of stuff. And my favorite part is that you can look at the different angles of the actual piece. So you can sit and just look at the different pictures they have of the piece, and I think that is really helpful. You can also look at all of the other information they have just regarding this time period of this piece, why it was made. So you can read about, bones, why it was made out of bone. You can learn about more where the artwork was from, so Pacific Northwest art, you can read about that. Talks about whaling, lots of stuff that's just super important to the art itself, which is really, really awesome. Your students can learn a lot from just looking through all these artworks and finding out more about them. But that is not the only really fun part about this app. There's, in the section called Fun and Games, there's multiple different things you can do. My favorite being personally the Master of Arts section. So in this part of the app, you earn shillings after every question you get correct. Right now you can see in the bottom left-hand corner I have 6 shillings. So we're gonna go and just play apprentice mode, and pretty much the this part of the app asks your students different questions about artwork, about specific art movements, all sorts of things. And as they do that, they can earn more shillings to unlock higher levels. So just as an example, this first question says, what is the style of musicians by Matthew Shaffron? And so we can look and your students can decide if it's Cubist, Surrealist, Impressionist, or Fauvist. I'm oh, nope, I thought it was Surrealist, but as you can see it says incorrect. So we're gonna go Fauvist, still not that, Cubist? Alright, so yeah, it was Cubist. And you can keep on going. You can see that it just has lots of different pictures and graphics. Let's see, I'll just try one more. Oh man, I am striking out. And so that's a super, super helpful part of this. And as you unlock more shillings, you can unlock higher levels, as you can see here. Next, what they have is something called The Hunt. So we're gonna click on that and we're just gonna go easy. And what it does is it just shows pictures of different works in the museum. And what you have to do is you look at it and then you have to go through all of the different categories and try to find this piece of artwork. And so we'll look through them. And so let's say we're trying to find this guy. We would go back all the way, back to themes, and we would look through each category. I know where it is already. It's in this one, and it is this work. And from there, you just click on artwork info, and you can see 3 rows down from the bottom, it says an access number. So you would copy and paste that access number, and then make your way all the way back to the games, to the hunt, level 1, click back on this image and then press the check mark in the lower right hand corner, and then that is where you would type in the access code, press OK, and then just continue to do that until you have all of them unlocked. And also it gives you hints if your students really can't find where they are. You can see hints. It says medium, similar to glazed ceramics, which is helpful in finding it. And so this is just a really great way for your students to kind of get used to the museum, kind of see everything they have, have them look at the artworks more closely, because like a lot like this is like a close-up of a painting. It's not just, that's not what the painting is of, so I think that's really useful. And then lastly, there's something called art memes, which I think your student would get a big kick out of, which you can pretty much just click on any of these and you can have your students make different types of memes with the artwork, which I think is pretty funny and I think the students would enjoy as well. So that is the review of the DOMO Art Project application. I would highly suggest any art teacher to use this if they just have kind of a free day where they want their students to really research and kind of look through different types of artworks. It can be used for a lot of different things. So thank you all for listening.